Hello, my soul lovers. It's Empire 333 here with your Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine Love Tarot reading. Welcome back and welcome if you're new. So, just a little thing before we get started. I'm feeling a little under the weather, guys, so bear with me when it comes to my voice. Um, and the other thing is, I wanted to go over intuitively what I'm getting for this cycle. By the way, I really missed you guys. And I know I didn't do a reading last week. I just too much going on. So I hope you enjoyed this one. Okay. So intuitively speaking, what I'm getting here is there's a lot of people going through awakenings at this time, so they're opening up to their spirituality. So because there's a lot of people have time on their hands now, it's like they're going within and basically doing that self-realization. They're realizing things about themselves, and this awakening process, which is known as ascension, um, in the spiritual community here also, on YouTube. This is about, this brings forth a lot of symptoms to physical symptoms, is what I want to say. So some people are feeling different things. I'm getting ear ringing, tinnitus, headaches, um, kind of like that feeling like you're walking in air, or you're on a boat. Okay, are you, like, do you feel like you're on a boat? A lot of people are having physical symptoms when it comes to this. Ears, I'm getting ear clogged up, kind of like feeling like you're um yeah, not very enjoy, it's not like, it's not enjoying. What, I see you guys, this is what I'm talking about. It's not enjoyable. Okay, if that is even a word, I do not know. I'm gonna get into the reading now. Okay, so whoever's feeling like that, know that you are getting ready to start a new cycle. Okay, so I feel like a lot of people at this time, they're closing out cycles in their lives, okay, to start a new cycle, and that's like their spirit guides are preparing them for it. So know that whatever symptoms you have, I mean, unless you have obviously a sickness or a disease, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a licensed doctor, so make sure you check on that, but you will be getting symptoms like that, okay, for some of you. Yeah, they just said feeling like you're in the clouds, okay, which might be a good feeling, but some of you are so not used to rest, is what I'm getting. So it's kind of like, for some of you, spirit is really pushing you to rest at this time because you need it to go within, okay? So let's get into the reading. First, I'll start off with my divine feminines. So, Angel of Balance. So, this has a lot to do with being centered and grounded, is what I'm seeing. So, for those of you who are experiencing those symptoms, you need to ground, okay? And what I'm getting here is for those of you who live in high rise buildings and you're on like the higher floors, you really need to ground yourself in nature, okay? You can, it's not normal, okay, to live places like that and not ground yourself. You're not going to feel good. You're going to always feel um like there's something missing, okay? Or there's a lack or whatever, and it's because you're not connecting to Gaia, you're not connecting to Mother Earth, call it what you will. So please, if you live in any type of high-rise buildings or you're on any higher floors, um ground yourself. You'll feel so much better and centered and balanced, okay? This has a lot to do with what you're in alignment with. So a lot of you now, divine feminines, are basically, questioning a lot of things that are not going on. You might be experiencing delays at this time. You're just sick and tired. Like, when is this going to come in? Maybe it's this relationship, maybe it's the career you want, the job you want, being where you want to be when it has to do with your goals. And has to do with alignment. Like, spirit is prepping you for alignment as long as you're asking for it, right? They're prepping you to be in alignment with what you want, because if you're not in alignment, it's not going to work out, okay? So you have to basically, I'm just going to show what they're showing me. So let's say you want this, right? And you're here, okay? Or you're here. So you got to get aligned to this to make it happen, okay? It's kind of like chemistry, right? It's chemistry. It's like you have to align with the elements to prosper, okay? You have to align with that element. If you're out of charge, then it's not going to happen, okay? And the same thing goes for if you are trying to manifest a person, okay? It's about them and you being in alignment together, because if you come together with them when you both are not ready, you keep clashing and butting heads. That's what happens. Like kind of coming back together, then you realize things, then you break up apart. It's that same thing. It's the chemistry, okay? And I'm not talking about chemistry as in like attraction, okay, guys? I'm talking about real chemical, chemistry and science, okay? And I feel that Spirit is really with you, trying to make you feel patient. So you might see the number 616 is what I'm getting, and 1212, okay? So this is about you stepping out of your comfort zone, okay, and getting in alignment with what you want, right? With what your desires are. Some of you are waiting for a message from your person. You haven't gotten it. And it's kind of like Spirit is saying at this time, you're not ready, and neither is your person, okay? So focus on getting ready. Don't focus on the lack of your person not coming through for you or not reaching out to you. Some of you are questioning whether they care for you or not, okay? But Spirit keeps saying it's because it's not in alignment right now, okay? So some of you are losing patience when it has to do with your person, but this is all about healing, what healing process you are going through in order to activate those energies of getting in alignment. So it has to do with the elements, okay? So for my masculines, by the way, guys, I'm using the Energy Oracle card deck. All the decks I use are down below, so check them out. So the masculine here, what they're dealing with for my divine masculines is about, sorry guys, I just want to make sure I'm on. This is about them being closed off to anything romantic, to a commitment, to love, okay? So they're working on this. For some of you, you're dealing with masculines who are closed off to that. It's like they cage their heart, they threw away the key, like, no, I'm not going to do this. And like I said, masculine and feminine does not matter, okay? I mean, when it comes to gender. So keep in mind, consider that. This is about being closed off. This is about resisting love. And what Spirit is helping the masculines with, because this is the world, right? This is about the masculine shutting their heart off to the world, and this has to do with the karma they had to face in the past, okay? So this has to do with past relationships which were traumatic for them, which broke their heart, which made them jaded, okay? So Spirit is trying to make them look at it in a different light, where it's like you're learning the lesson, okay? Because Saturn here with the world, Saturn teaches the hardest karmic lessons, okay? And so Spirit is helping the masculine at this time to basically get their heart out of that cage, okay? Get their heart out of that cage and helping them find the key, okay? Because you can't be jaded for long. It's like you block off yourself, and 33 is a master number. So this is about mastering the karma, the pain, whatever, and turning it into a lesson where it's like, now I know. Now this is what I've, like the realization of what you've learned, what the masculine has learned, with the past of like how to, especially trusting people. I'm getting trust is really an issue. So it could be your masculine doesn't trust you, or you don't, whoever is watching, you could be the masculine not trusting the feminine because of something that happened in the past, okay? And this could be not only a romantic relationship you had in the past that broke your heart. This could be mommy issues, okay? Issues that you had with your mother or whoever is the female energy that raised you, okay? So it could be that way too. So this is the masculines learning a very hard lesson about stopping to unblock their heart, okay? This is about opening up their heart. And a lot of you feminines have realized this because there's so much resistance. I'm getting resistance from the masculine energy of opening up their heart. And every time you've asked or you've wanted them to open themselves up, or maybe you've even pressured them, you know, some people pressure other people, like, open up to me, let me know how you feel, what are you feeling inside your heart? And it's kind of like they've pushed you away even further, okay? So this is the lesson that they're learning at this time with, you know, Saturn, okay? So let's see. Okay, so let's get into the readings. This is for my feminine energies. What does my divine feminines need to know for their highest and best right now? Yep. Okay. So, this is holding back, okay? So at this time, I feel like a lot of the feminines are holding back their energy because they know they need the healing, they need the enlightenment, they need to take a step back from this connection, okay? And what I feel like is a lot of you are opening up more and becoming more comfortable with your spirit guides, your ancestors, and so forth, okay? And you are getting the enlightenment you need. Some of you, this has a lot to do with how you voice yourself, okay? This has to do with your voice, what you say, how you communicate in relationships in general. A lot of you hold back how you really feel because you are scared of, you know, the person's reaction, okay? So Spirit is saying practice with people around you, okay? Practice with your friends, your family, your coworkers, your employees, whatnot, because this has a lot to do with the truth you speak, the honesty you speak, and how you speak it. What's the power of your voice, right? And even though some of you are just waiting for communication from masculine, it's like Spirit is saying you haven't done the healing yet. You want to come out. I do feel like a lot of you think you're ready and you want to come out of this separation and no communication. For some of you who do have no communication with your masculine, but the thing is, Spirit is saying you're not ready yet, okay? There's a lot that is unfolding that you can't see behind the scenes, okay? There's a lot that, so the other thing is they're telling me you're growing as an individual, okay? So what does that mean? You're growing into your real self, okay? Your real higher self, and you're shedding off a lot of things that are not working out for you, okay? And this has a lot to do with, some of you are in a shell is what I'm seeing. It's kind of like, yeah, the onion shell, right? The onion peeling off all those layers to get to the real you, okay? So some of you are going within is what I'm seeing. And but Spirit is saying you're quite not ready yet, okay? So, oh, and the other thing they said is about nurturing, okay? So you see this plant here, it's like it's growing because it's being nurtured. So some of you are not practicing self-care, okay? However that means to you in your situation, okay? So let's get into the masculines. We will pull more cards. This is the Illuminati Tarot. That was the first deck I used is the Witch's Tarot, guys. So check it out. Let's see. So for my masculines, what do they need to know? What are the energies? Okay. Right. It looks like the masculines don't want to talk. What a surprise. All right, let's see. So what I'm seeing here is the masculines, they do not want to communicate right now, okay? And what I feel like that this has a lot to do with is because they are questioning their faith when it comes to this connection. So, you know, as the fool, the fool is the risk taker, right? So they're in between taking a risk or not. It feels like a gamble to the masculine. This connection feels like a gamble. And why is that? And it's because they're trying to come out, like I said, from their heart being closed off, right? So they're thinking, regardless, anybody can break my heart. And especially for someone you love, right? So here's the thing about that, what Spirit has to say. If you don't love someone, they can't break your heart, okay? So some of you just got flattered right now that the masculine is scared to get their heart broken, okay? And regardless of them, it's like a lot of them want to start fresh, start all over, and just erase the past, which you cannot. But at the same time, this is about leaving everything behind, right? Because they're pointing out to me, like the fool, like what is the fool taking on the journey with them? They're taking, I mean, he, doesn't matter, he or she. There's just a small bag here, and they got a flower in their hand. They're like carefree and whatever. The masculine energy has so many things. The baggage, okay, is what I'm getting. The baggage they have to leave behind. The past they have to leave behind. And some of you, I just got corrupted past. So there was some type of corruption that they're having a hard time letting go of. And it doesn't have to be physical. This is the energies of the corruption, okay? So for some people, I'm getting like it was a corrupted relationship, right? That they are leaving behind. For others, I'm getting somebody screwed them over in business. So it was a corrupted business where they lost a lot of money, they lost their livelihood or something, that it's corrupted basically, okay? This corruption they have to leave behind in order to start new, to start from zero, from the ground up in this connection, right? That's what they're having a hard time doing, okay? But what I see here is like the Queen of Wands, okay? So I really don't like this energy in this reading right here, because this has a lot to do with the masculine not using the higher of the feminine energy and actually using the lower energy of the feminine energy, okay? This is kind of like manipulation, conniving, that kind of thing, okay? That's what I'm getting from this. And I'm also getting that for some of you, the other thing is not having the confidence, okay? Not feeling, you know, the how should I say this? It's more of like, okay, this is what I want to say. In respect to the Queen of Wands, the higher energy of Queen of Wands, she or he, it doesn't matter. Gender does not matter. So I'm just going to say she. She attracts, she is magnetic because she's so confident, she's so alluring, she's so like, she knows how to receive, okay? She does not have to do much. So this is about the masculine not using that energy because they're not confident. They have a lot of insecurities and has to do with the past. Okay. So instead of trying to attract the feminine through their magnetism, through their, you know, self-confidence, what they do is they go to their insecurities instead. So you might have a masculine that is so insecure that in the past tried to put you down because of their insecurities. That's the energy I'm picking up on. So there is this type of emotional manipulation or putting the other person down, okay? And that's what they need to work on at this time. So instead of, you know, working on, and this is everybody, okay? This is a very, this goes on everywhere. This goes on social media, right here on YouTube. A lot of people who are insecure go to other people's channels and make comments and try to put them down and things like that in order to make themselves feel better, but you don't, okay? You're not going to feel better putting anybody else down, but that is actually the type of person. There's a lot of people like that. So, and it has a lot to do with their insecurities. So if you experience a masculine doing that to you, it's because they're so insecure. They don't know how to handle their insecurity, okay? So the thing is that some of you are being protected at this time because the masculine is at this, it is a low vibration to be there, okay? You're in low vibes. If you're insecure enough to go around and then go around putting other people down, whether it has to be physically, you know, it's calling out names, body shaming, telling people they don't know what they're doing, you're in low vibes, okay? So that's why I feel like a lot of you are questioning why the masculine is not coming around, and it has a lot to do with their insecurities and them not having the faith to take the risk. Even if they, I do feel like a lot of them, they want to start all over with you, okay, with the feminines. But the thing is like, it's a risk. They're focusing on their insecurity. And what Spirit just told me right now is you're being protected, okay? Because name calling is not fun, for especially for you empaths and sensitive people out there, okay? You're not going to be able to handle that. You're not going to be able to handle that your masculine calls you names or puts you down, okay? And it's because you're not in your power fully, okay? So the other messages we're getting is that you feel rejected by the masculine, okay? And that's why you went within and are working on yourself, okay? Feeling rejected by, and also some of you have regrets of like, why did I let them do this to me? Why did I let them do that? So don't get so caught up in that. Just heal it and just promise yourself you're going to be better, okay? Progress. You cannot expect perfection. You cannot expect to transform overnight, okay? Transformations take a long time, guys. So this also has to do with you coming together. You just want, some of you just want to see your masculine, okay? And there's nothing wrong with that. But what I feel is like Spirit's saying, you're not going to mess this up. You're not going to mess this up. So some of you are definitely being held back, okay, from communication, and you do feel it, okay? But when it comes to your healing, Spirit is saying you don't have to do this with yourself, by yourself, okay? You can ask us for support, and some of you are not listening to your intuition is what I'm getting, okay? You're not listening to your intuition when it comes to you and this person coming together and meeting halfway. This all has to do with alignment, okay? Like this represents the 3 pentacles. It's like a triangle shape, okay? So this is the Trinity. So this has a lot to do with mind, body, and soul is what I'm getting. And the thing is that a lot of you are not ready, mind, body, and soul, to come together, and neither is your masculine, okay? But you are not listening to your intuition when your intuition is not saying, you know, Be patient. I mean, your intuition is saying be patient. So what I'm getting from this energy, okay, there's scenarios going on around you, feminines or whoever's watching. It's kind of like things are getting delayed. It could be anything. It could be you go to Starbucks, right? Or you go, you know, to the liquor store, you go to 7-Eleven or wherever you are, the liquor store, you get, you know, a Red Bull or a Gatorade, and there's like a huge line. And, or there's, you know, right now what's going on in the world, like, oh no, you can't come in. You can only let 5 people in at a time. Sorry, you got to wait outside in the burning sun, you know? Things are you see those delays, it's synchronicities of what's going on in your connection, okay? But the thing is like, even though that's going on, even though you're being delayed on getting what you want to buy, what you want to drink, what you want to eat, in whatever scenario, you're being protected because of what's going on right now. You got to go in with a mask or whatever, in wherever you are. It doesn't matter. You're being protected, right? And Spirit is saying you're being protected at this time, okay? So chill out. Do not, you know, everything happens for a reason. Even though it's frustrating, even though you're tired, you just want some communication or you want to see them, whatever it is. This is giving you signs, guys. So pay attention to those signs, okay? I get that, you know, I totally feel it. And I just laugh. I'm like, okay, I get it. I get it. Patience, 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 right? How can you tell me about patience? Okay, so let me know in the comments. Have you guys experienced things like that? Like there's all these delays going on, right? But Spirit just wants you to know that you're protected, okay? And what I'm getting now is that the veil is getting thinner, guys. The veil is kind of like the matrix that the masculine is living in. So the veil is getting thinner and they are realizing so many things, and it has to do with spirituality and synchronicity too. So if you're getting signs, they're getting the same signs, okay? So here we are. This is the, you know, the star, the wish, okay? So I feel like even though the masculine is not reaching out, they're not yet. So for some of you, your masculine is a type of person that would send you texts, continuous text, messages. Like throughout the day, they're like a texter versus talking on the phone. And what I'm getting here is like, even though they're not, they stopped or whatever, they know you both are destined to be together. There is this energy that you both have when you're together, and I feel like they are definitely dreaming about you or meeting in the astral plane. You both are meeting in the astral plane for sure. So sometimes your masculine might come to you in a different face, okay? So if you're having dreams of like men or women, it doesn't matter. In your dream, you both are together. It's like your boyfriend and girlfriend, or boyfriend and boyfriend, or girlfriend and girlfriend, whatever it is, you know, in your situation, you're just like, who is this person? So they can come in a different face. It doesn't have to be like it's someone you've never seen before in your life, right? It's them, okay? Coming in a different form. So I'm getting that they are dreaming of you. So it's like they're meeting you in the dream space is what I'm getting. And it's like no matter what, the masculine energy is saying, even though we're not talking right now, I dream of you. You're my wish. Okay, you definitely are my wish. But right now, they don't want to come in and make a hasty judgment and be like how they were before. So the masculines are transforming at this time. It is taking a while because of Saturn in the skies and Saturn clearing up karma is what I'm getting, okay? So this is like the masculine saying basically, you know, I want to start all over. I want to start fresh on a fresh note, clear up all the past gunk and all that stuff that we had together or I had in the past, because there's a lot of past energy coming through right now. But this is them saying, I don't want to make, you know, I don't want to rush in and I'm not ready. And it has a lot to do with what's going on in their life. And this is about this. We got the World card here, right? We got the World twice, guys. So there is cycles ending, definitely. So they're waiting to wrap up things in their life. They're waiting to build up their security also, is what I'm getting. I feel like a lot of them are insecure, whether it's physically and or what has to do with career. But there is a cycle closing out. And there's a new beginning coming through. Okay, so the veil is getting thinner. What did I do? Okay, so let me see. I'm going to pick one more card for the feminine energy. Yep. Okay, so at this time, the advice for the divine feminine is focus on your wish fulfillment. Focus on enjoying yourself while while the masculine is not here. My guides are having fun with me today. I wanted to have fun, so I was like, let's make this funny. And they're using their humor. So this is about you enjoying your life on your own. You don't have to have the masculine there to enjoy yourself. This is actually wish fulfillment too. This is focusing on your wishes without the masculine. Okay, so I know a lot of you, your wish is to be with the masculine in a committed way, whatnot. For most of you, I mean, I do personal readings, so I know, but this has a lot to do with you finding wish fulfillment. You don't have to have someone in your life, okay? And that's when you attract. That's when you attract people. It's like when you least expect it. You're so focused on your dreams, your goals, your aspirations that, you know, everything flows. And look at this fruits, right? You see all this fruit here. This is about you and your abundance, okay? You becoming abundant on your own. You don't need anyone else to be abundant, okay? Is what Spirit's saying. So let's see what the advice is for the masculine energy. Whoops, I forgot this card. So advice for masculine energy. Okay. This is about soul evolution. I do feel that the masculines at this time, they're being helped to make a choice when it comes to their happiness. Okay, a lot of the masculines, because of ego getting in the way, they don't follow their happiness. They follow what their comfort is, what the ego tells them. Okay, and I feel that at this time they are evolving and they are being led to do the work, the healing, because the sun is very healing. The sun burns through like illusions, through the ego. Okay, so what I feel here, and you know, enables the soul, the evolution of the person. So I feel like I'm getting a lot. So this is what I'm getting. There's a lot of growing up the masculine is doing, okay? There's a lot of growing up. This has to do with their inner child. Possibly they didn't heal their inner child, and that's become an issue in your connection with them, okay? So the inner child is healing at this time, and they are being helped. So some of you this might have come through as being very immature with their emotions, what they say, their actions, not taking responsibility, acting like a child, okay? Whether you're female or male does not matter. So this has a lot to do with the progression of their evolution, okay? And Spirit is helping them with this, and this has a lot to do with the ego too. So this is about burning through the ego. I don't believe in like killing the ego, that kind of stuff, but this has a lot to do with the masculine. There is the sun shining on their ego. So what does this mean? This means that their spirit is really showing them that their ego has been too inflamed, okay? And it needs to go. It's time for it to minimize, you know, bring it down, reduce it, right? You know, cut it into half at least, because it's not helping them. It's not helping their Oh, Spirit said what they're destined for. Okay. So there, it's not only this relationship, guys, this connection, it has to do with whatever they're destined for. So you could be with a masculine energy that is, going to be very successful in their career, in their personal life, whatever. Or maybe they're going to be in the starlight, right? I mean, you guys know what I mean. What is it called? Stardom? I don't know. You know what I mean? In the limelight, maybe famous, whatever it is, but they're being held back because of the ego, okay? And pride is another thing I just got, okay? So I'm going to pull a few more oracle cards. This is the Spirit Oracle that I will be using. Okay, what do my divine feminines and masculines need to know for their highest and best? Let's see. Okay, new direction. All right, new direction. Life may seem like a whirlwind at the moment, yet there is a divine order to the present circumstance. What may appear as chaos is often angelic forces of the universe at work. After the storm clears, you will be steered in a new direction, a time of renewed health, joy, and abundance. Okay? So, whatever's going on right now, guys, you're being led to a new direction. Like I said, there's a new cycle that's waiting to open for you. So whatever you do now, you're shaping your future, okay? So make sure you're doing your best and taking care of yourself and focusing on your goals and your aspirations with you on your own, okay? And lighting up that heart center, okay? Because a lot of you are going through forgiveness. And some of you, whoever is waiting, Spirit is saying, do not wait for apologies right now. Do not dim your light waiting for apologies, okay, is what I'm getting from Spirit. Do not do it, okay? Don't wait around for the masculine to come in and say, I'm sorry, and start crying or whatever it is. Whatever you're expecting to happen, do not focus on that. Focus on you. Focus on whatever's going on within you, your environment. Some of you need to change your lifestyle of how you're living. Some of you want to move. Focus on those goals right now, okay, is what Spirit's saying, because you are being led to a new direction. I love it. Okay, I'm going to pull a Angel Heart Sigil card now. What advice would you like my feminines and masculines or whoever's watching right now to know? Ooh, Metatron. Jubilance. I love it. So this is Archangel Metatron. I love him. This has to do with a lot of energy management. So some of you might feel like you lost your spark. Some of you might feel very bored at this time. So this has a lot to do with doing energy work also. And it's in order for you to shine, okay? Some of you are shy when it comes to the steps you're going to take when it comes to your career or whatnot. Maybe it's like you're being forced to speak publicly or be in the public light of some shape or form, or do something with a group of people and you're the leader. It's that kind of thing, okay? So this is about you being the star that you are. And Metatron helps people with energy, so that helps you raise your frequency and your vibration and balance everything out, okay? And some of you are overwhelmed at the things you have to do. He also helps with organization and priorities, like getting your priorities straight, balancing out what you do throughout the day, daily lifestyle and routine, okay? So call on to him if you want help with that, because that's where you're going. I feel like a lot of you are being guided into a new direction at this time, and they're just prepping you up, okay, for that. This is notes from the universe, because I want to end this reading with something funny, okay? I think we all need humor in our lives right now, especially with everything that's going on in the world, okay? free humor, okay? So let's see what Spirit has to say to my Divine Feminines and Divine Masculines. Okay. You needn't worry. There's no one in your life who hasn't always loved you. They're all just learning how to show it. Big Sillies, the universe. Okay, so this card has to do with you always questioning if the masculine or the feminine loves you. Do they love me? This, not. And what Spirit's saying here, sorry guys for the noise background. I hope you guys can hear me well. This is about, this is about my neighbors all of a sudden doing construction whenever they feel like it. So this is, you needn't worry. This is about you not focusing so much on do they love me or not, just knowing within your heart they do love you, trusting in Spirit, and realizing that not everybody shows love the way you do, okay? Everybody has a different language of love, and some people, it's not easy for them to show love, especially if you're dealing with the jaded person I'm talking about, the masculine that's jaded, that's insecure from the past relationships, you know, and you will know who you are because they will try to put you down, okay? If you've been put down, it's because, you know, of their insecurities and they're jaded. This is that energy blocking up their heart, okay? So Spirit is really working with them to do that. However, when it comes to communication, it's hard, right? So some of you might have gotten awkward communication from whoever, your masculines especially, that like you question, like, do they even care about me? Do they love me? You know, so Spirit is saying you needn't worry, okay? And so this is, most people are just trying to survive. Just remember, most people are so beguiled by your charm, awed by your confidence, and inspired by your choices. They simply forget to say thank you, please, and I love you like crazy as often as they feel the urge. Let's not be one of those people. So this is about, like I said, their communication of their love is lacking, okay? We all know this. Masculine energy has issues, a lot of issues with that. And some feminines do too, for sure, but masculine more likely because strong masculine energy is more action taker than a communicator, right? So it's saying don't be that person. So don't mimic the way they're treating you. If they're being unkind to you, don't be unkind to them back, okay? You're not going to get far with that, okay? So it's saying all the things that they want to tell you, the masculine wants to tell you, but it just doesn't come out right. Or they do the opposite because they're so resisting this love. Resisting this love that they know there is, and they've been resisting this for such a long time, okay? So you guys, I hope you've enjoyed this reading. I hope it's helped you out in some way. If it has, don't forget to like this video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you already haven't, and turn on the notification bell. I know a lot of you who watch me and you're my clients. I know that some of you are not even subscribed to my channel. It does help support the channel, so make sure you subscribe and turn on your notifications. Yes, Spirit does tell me. I know it all. Okay, so anyways, I wish you all the best. There is a full moon coming up. Make sure you do your full moon rituals, guys, and release and heal whatever needs to be released. This is a sensitive time, especially with the full moon energy. And yeah, I think that's it. I wish you all the best. Many blessings. Take care.